Hi, welcome to Informatica Support videos. I'm Sadananda Aital, a product specialist in the Informatica Global Customer Support team. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can collect Java-based diagnostic files for the Developer Client Tool, also known as DxT. The agenda for the video is: how are Java and DxT related? What are the different Java-based diagnostic files? How to collect these diagnostic files? And I'm going to end it with a small demo. The Developer Client is an Eclipse-based Windows tool. Eclipse, as you know, runs on what is called as a Java development kit. Now this runs as a Java application. Hence, for Windows, DxT itself is a Java application. We at GCS use two common diagnostic files to troubleshoot a Java application. One, the Java thread dump, which is a list of all the Java thread stacks in human readable format. Two, the Java heap dump, which is a binary file containing all the objects in the Java heap. This Java heap dump can further be used to examine Java objects using tools such as JVisualVM or IBM MAT. These Java diagnostic files will help us in troubleshooting DST related issues. For example, performance issues where the DXT in version n.m performs slower than the one on version n, or MRS connectivity issues, or in general unexpected errors or exceptions that could arise when a developer is working with the DxT tool. Collecting these diagnostics on DxT is a two-step process. First, you identify the associated Java process ID. Second, you use this ID and then generate diagnostics using the built-in JDK tools. On Windows operating system, you can identify the PID of the DxT tool using Windows Task Manager, or you could also identify the PID using Process Explorer, which is a Windows sysinternals tool. With Process Explorer, you would see a hierarchy of processes associated with the developer tool. For example, in the snapshot showed, there are two processes here, one with PID 10748, which is actually for the Eclipse-based launcher. Another one is 11928, which is the PID for the associated Java process. Once we have identified the PID, we use the JDK built-in tools to generate these diagnostic files. Now, the DxT on Windows runs on the Oracle Java Development Kit, and here are the tools that you can use to generate these diagnostic files. One, via the command line, where you can use jmap and jstack, or you could use the JVisualVM, which is a GUI based client. The jmap tool is used to create a heap dump. So the format or the syntax for the command would be jmap-dump:\format equals b, and file, the file name for your heap dump, and the PID of the Java process. jstack is used to generate a thread dump, and the syntax is as follows: jstack-f-ml PID, and then you redirect the output to a text file. You can also use the GUI client JVisualVM to collect a heap dump and a thread dump. You can launch the JVisualVM from the client Java bin location. Once you do that, you would see your Java process associated with the DxT listed here. For the example, 11928 is the Java process that is associated with our DxT. From here, all you have to do is right click on the entry and then select either thread dump or heap dump to generate the respective diagnostic files. Once you've done that, the diagnostic files get listed under your PID in the JVisual VM GUI tool. You have to ensure that you right click on these snapshots and then save into the folder of your choice. I will now demo how you can collect the diagnostic files for the DxT. As you can see, I've opened the Informatica Developer tool. I'm now going to start the Windows Task Manager to identify the associated PID of the Java process. On the Applications tab, I find the Informatica Developer or the DxT tool application listed. I right click and then say go to process. It takes me to the process, that is the java.w.exe, which is the Java process associated with my DxT. The PID of this Java process is 14840. If I have to do this via Process Explorer, I would launch the Process Explorer, and here I can see the hierarchy of the processes, that is the developer.co.exe, which is my developer client, and the associated Java process is the java.w.exe with the PID 14840. Next, I open up a command prompt and then I navigate to my clients directory, which is Informatica 951 HF3 clients, and I navigate into the Java bin, which is where I find my command line tools to generate the diagnostic files. Next, I am going to generate the heap dump. So the syntax would be jmap.exe -dump format b file equals heapdump.bin. Let me save this to the folder of my choice. Then I would give the PID. I would run this command now, where it clearly says is dumping heap to the folder of my choice and with the file name heapdump.bin. Next, I am going to generate the Java stack or the thread dump. So I would provide the PID 4840 with the -f ml parameters and the folder of my choice. As I've redirected both the standard out and error to the file, I would not see any output, but once you go to the folder, you would see your file, that is the threaddump.txt, generated there. The GUI way of generating the diagnostic files is via the JVisual VM client. I am going to spawn the client from the client installation directory Java bin and JVisual VM. Once I launch this, I can see that the Java process for the DxT is listed here 14840. I right click and I say thread dump, and it is going to generate the thread dump. I right click again and then I say heap dump, and a heap dump for this process will be generated. Because these are saved in the temporary directory of JVisualVM, I am going to save them to the directory of my choice. I right click on the heap dump, say save as, and I will provide the folder of my choice. I will do the similar thing for the thread dump. If I navigate to the folder where I've saved the diagnostic files, I can see that I have the heapdump.bin and the threaddump.txt file, which were generated by the command line tool, and the heapdump.hprof and the threaddump.tdump file, which were generated by JVisualVM. With this, I end my presentation where I demonstrated how you can generate Java diagnostic files for the DxT tool using the command line as well as the GUI. Thank you for watching Informatica Support videos. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. We would also like to hear from you. You can tweet to us on our Twitter handle or write to us at supportvideos@informatica.com. Thank you.